My name is Savannah Lavender, and I am an independent agent here at RE/MAX TRU. So I've always been in sales since I was 14, customer service. I could talk to a tree if it talked back to me. So I always knew growing up that I wanted to be my own boss. My dad owned his own company, and getting my marketing degree at Georgia, I just kind of went straight into property management. And I met other real estate agent that actually sold our house and got me in the business, and never really looked back after that. I was kind of hesitant to go straight from having a salary job to commission, but 8 years later, I would never look back. What brought me to TRU was just the community of it all. Meeting Tamara, we just hit it off. I don't think anybody is not a friend with Tamara. You know, she's just very fun to be around, and even though she is our broker, she doesn't make it seem like she's your boss. She's your friend, and that's huge to me. I came from a team, and now I'm independent, but we still, to me, feel like a team. We help each other out when need be, and that's huge in my book. Having a work family, you know, it's fun to come to the office and be here. So that was a huge part of me coming to TRU, was just the family. I had a great interview. It was me and 2 other agents that came over and had a great meeting with Tamara. And we never really got to talk about business. She, you know, the first couple minutes talked about her brokerage, but then it was just getting to know us more, which is huge. She didn't try to sell us into it. And I've had a lot of other friends that were over here, so it's fun to know people and not, you know, be the newbies. And I just love this area too. Just getting to know Tamara on a personal level, and she wasn't like pushy of please join me, please join me. Knowing, you know, that I was successful where I was before, she knew my numbers, and she wasn't trying to be a car salesman and try to get us over here. And just the camaraderie of it all. Like I said before, coming from a team, I was a little bit hesitant of not being able to have the help if I need it, and even being independent here, it's been awesome because, yeah, we're not on a team, but like, again, we're just a big, huge family over here that help each other out. Saying to an agent on the fence, you definitely want to interview other agencies. I mean, just like I tell people that are looking for lenders, talk to your, you know, top 3. But when you get that feel of like, this is my place, go for it. You know, some might say, no, I don't, but I will tell you, I've never had a better brokerage to be a part of. Anything you need as far as mentorship, or especially a new agent, you know, you have other agents to kind of back you up if you have a question on, and that's a huge part. And I think that that's the main reason why I came over here too, because even being in the business for 8 years, I still have questions. And knowing that I have a broker that knows the ins and outs, that's a huge thing about over here, that you don't have to go outside of your own business. Everything is here, as far as just marketing your own self. So that's a huge part of it that I came, and why you should. The support system here is just amazing. I had COVID. I didn't even have to ask. People jumped on texting me, what do you need? Do you need me to show you clients? Do you need me to go to closings? And people will do it. Even last weekend, I needed someone to do an open house for me, and right on the bat. So that, just the support system that you get here is outstanding. And the agent that did my open house, I haven't even met him yet. And he trusted me enough, and I trusted him enough to know that, you know, and he got me a buyer, which is crazy, you know, and that's such a huge thing in me. Words are a huge importance in my life in general. And so that the support system that you have with anyone here, new or older agent, is top notch. My favorite part of being here is, again, just the camaraderie of it all. I mean, we have so much fun even outside of the office, doing fun work things. In general, just the outside of work, you know, just because we're in the office doesn't mean we always have to talk about work. You know, we have fun lunches, we do our meetings, and it's just being able to just all come together and, you know, say if someone has a problem with a client, well, how do you deal with it? Well, you know, 2 heads are better than 1. Let's come up with a solution. So the lead program here is awesome too. I mean, it's not just one particular lead source. I mean, you have the slew of everything that you can possibly think of as far as lead sources. So you'll never not be busy. to the point where I've had to hire people to help me. That's not a problem to have. I'd rather be busy than not. And I think that most brokerages right now, especially in this market, are having a little bit of a harder time. And when you are too busy, then that's when you know you're at the right brokerage. The culture here is a mix, a variety. I mean, you have agents that are bilingual, you have agents that can help you on those terms. Just all around, just again, family. That's why I keep going back to that word, but it really is. Everyone gets along great. You know, sometimes you think of a brokerage as just kind of being competitive with one another, but we all just support one another. If someone has a huge closing, you know, some people might be like, ugh, I wish that was me. The only competition is yourself. That's what I've always said. You should never compete with your other people in the business, because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know the ins and outs of what they do. So the culture is just happy family. Don't get discouraged. Even 8 years in, I get those clients that you're just like, ugh, but then you have that one win that can just bring you all back.